Hello, everyone. I am back once again. I am alive. Yeah, hello. My name is Kiwi Burb, currently in aviation school, and I'm studying for my midterms, which is about 2 days from now. This is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be weird. Anyways, hmm. Aircraft maintenance technologies practices number one. Hmm. This is interesting. Hmm. Oh, the blur is not enough. Eh. All right, I guess that's enough. Aviation tools, layout and measuring devices. Layout and measuring devices are precision classified under precision tools, carefully machined, accurately marked, and in many cases are made up of delicate parts. When using these tools, be careful not to drop, bend, or scratch them. Rules or rulers, as are more commonly known, are made of steel or either rigid or flexible. The flexible steel rule will bend, but it should not be bent intentionally as it may be broken easily. 1/8 of a rule equates to 0.125 thousandths of an inch. 1/16th of an inch equates to around 0.0625 thousandths of an inch. And 1 indicates 1 inch or 1.000. 132 equates to 0.03125 of an inch. This is pain. Also, why is this off kilter? Hold up. Yep, it's off kilter. I don't care. It's fine. Try to feel your spaces, try to rouse my faces, but you're within your basement, getting high, getting high. Fuck your game plan and your X's and O's. Fuck your game plan and your X's and O's. Layout and measuring tools. Since you have a rule, now what use would be a rule if you cannot mark uh indicators on it? So for using steel, we have a scriber designed to serve aviation mechanics in the same way a pencil or a pen serves a writer. In general, used to scribe or mark lines on metal surfaces made of tool steel, or about SAE 10 1080, yeah, 1080 SAE. Wait, let me just verify that information real quick. What SAE code is tool steel? Never mind, I can't find it. It's fine. I don't think you love me, but your heart is a ghost. Scribers are made of tool steel. Layout and measuring tools. Calipers are used for measuring diameters, distances, and or for comparing distances and size, which there are three common types of calipers: inside calipers, outside calipers, or hermaphrodite calipers. Outside calipers are used for measuring outside dimensions, which is usually for the diameters of a piston head. Outside diameters, I'd say dimensions. Inside diameters, inside caliper, used for measuring inside dimensions. Hermaphrodite calipers are used to lay out lines that are parallel with edges of the workpiece. Not typically recommended for precision due to several limitations, which in the image itself actually makes sense due to it being just like literally a compass. Micrometer caliper, used for accurately measuring small diameters and dimensions. A funny story about the micrometer caliper. I accidentally failed a reading of it due to the fact that I misread. Uh, it indicated 3, then 75. It indicated 3, then it passed the point 0.025 line. So I just went 3 inches, 0.0228 of an inch, since it's just a two dial reading caliper reading thing. And accent it should have been 0.3228. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm a dumbass. Anyways, there are four types of micrometer calipers: an outside micrometer, an inside micrometer, a depth micrometer, and a thread micrometer. Available in variety of micrometers are available in variety of sizes, either from 0 to half an inch, 0 to 1 inch, 1 inch to 2 inch, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, or 5 to 6. Used outside micrometer more often than any other type. Outside dimension of shaft, thickness of sheet metal, stock, and diameter of drills, etc. A micrometer has a frame, a barrel, and an anvil. The frame is where you hold it, the barrel is what holds the screw itself, and the anvil is where you place your workpiece. Moving parts of a micrometer are a thimble and a spindle. The thimble is the thimble is what you spin to retract or to loosen the micrometer itself while holding at the ratchet stop. As you use the ratchet stop, once it ratchets using the once the clutch system ratchets, then you are at the workpiece itself. The spindle moves towards the anvil to lock your workpiece at the center of both the anvil and spindle. And the micrometer we used was mainly at a resolution of 0 to 1 inch, or 0 to 0.0001 hundred thousandth of an inch. Yes. Hmm. This is interesting. This is Sunod sa bawat galaw. But yeah, it's been a while, chat. I am slowly dying. Kaya din, pinili natin tong course na to. Hindi na maliligaw. I think let me just adjust my mic volume for a bit. Alright, there we go. A vernier caliper is a precision measuring instrument used to measure linear dimensions with high accuracy. Consists of a main scale and a sliding vernier scale, which allows for precise readings beyond what a regular ruler can provide. Used for, excuse me, measuring the length, diameter, or thickness of an object, which have the distinction of it. A vernier caliper has the distinction of the capacity to read four, no, correction, five types of um, measurement, which indicates the upper jaw for the inside diameter of an object, the lower jaw, the bigger jaw, meaning being for outside dimensions, a depth rod which can go both sides since it's stepped, and a step reading by reading using the body and the moving slider scale of the vernier caliper itself, and it can lock readings on a lock screw so that you don't have to hold the workpiece 100% of the time when using or reading the vernier caliper itself. The way you read a vernier caliper is, since the vernier scale goes up to 128, there's 8 notches on top. Starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If the vernier lines up with 0 to 8, 0 or 8, then that means the reading is 1/16th of an inch. If it lines up with number 1, then it's a 1/28th of an inch. If it lines up with number 2, it's a 64 of an inch. Lines up with number 3, it's another 1/28th of an 1/128th of an inch. And if it lines up with number 4, then it's 1/32 of an inch. And it goes back around to 128, 64, 128, and then number 8. This is interesting. Never mind. It's not. Well, it is, but it's like never mind. Usually with vernier calipers made more recently, there are both millimeter and inch calipers. Also, I hate the imperial system, but at the same time, like, oh my god, the imperial system of reading is tedious but a bit fun to use. Since we're done with the layout tools, we're going to jump over to general purpose tools. Yes, this is where the fun begins. Screwdrivers can be classified by its shape, type of blade, and blade length. It is made only for one purpose, for loosening or tightening screws or screwhead bolts. Different types of screwdrivers indicate different uses. Phillips and flat blade or flathead screwdriver, an offset screwdriver. There, and in this case, in the example, there's a Phillips, a Reed and Prince, and a Tri-Wing, which is a the Tri-Wing being a three-pronged Phillips head type of thing. Phillips head being a cross shaped with a divot on the center, and a Reed and Prince literally just a cross. Hmm. My molar is giving me problems. Oh man, someone just died. Pain. I'm gonna go mute my back. A common screwdriver must fill at least 75% of a screw slot. If it's too small, it'll break off. It'll just malus thread, or I guess it'll just damage the screw itself. It cuts or burns the screw slot, making it worthless or literally, instead of like 1 minute of work, about 30 minutes of work trying to loosen the damn thing. Offset screwdrivers are made for both standard and recessed head screws. A slotted or flat head is a screw. Ah, Jesus Christ! I don't want to listen to. Fuck it, we're playing this. A slotted or cross slot slash Phillips has a circle divot on the middle of the crosshead itself. A posidriv is a cuboid shape with a cross in the middle. A Torx is a hexagonal is an octagonal shape, while the hexagon or an Allen key is hexagonal in shape. A security Torx is literally a Torx screw, but with a divot in the center to eat a security key. Not confessions. Stubby screwdriver is used for turning screws. Usually has a shorter shaft. Since it's stubby, more torque is applied onto the screw itself due to its stubbiness. A replaceable tip screw is sometimes referred to as 10-to-1 screws, which has a replaceable tip which is magnetic to suit a variety of needs that you will need. Now we're done with screws, which is replaceable tip screws, a stubby screw, and a regular long-handled screw to remove screwdrivers. Pliers and plier type cutting tools, most frequently used being the diagonal cutter, a needle nose, and a duck bill. A diagonal cutter is literally just a wire cutter. A needle nose plier is a needle nose, and a duck bill is, yes, a duck bill. Used to cut wires, rivets, or small screws and cotter pins is the use of a diagonal cutter. The needle nose being hold objects and make adjustments in tight places since it's a needle nose. And the duck bill is used when there is no safety wire twister plier or safety wire twister pliers, which are a different type of special tool. Locking pliers are used for gripping material objects. The handles are used to operate the jaws of the tool. No, what these are. Locking plier or lock jaws are the ones that have a screw on the bottom to lock on stuff. Pump pliers are used to turn and hold nuts and bolts, gripping irregularly shaped objects and holding pipes. Adjustable slip joint pliers are those weird ones where it has two holes in them to adjust the tool itself. And wire twister pliers allows to grip two loose ends of a piece of safety wire, and then you pull the knob on the bottom for it to twist. Now to review, this is a locking plier, this is a combination plier, or most common is just the basic pliers. This is the pump plier, this is the slip joint. Oh, no, it's the adjustable slip joint plier and the safety wire twister. When using pliers, do not make pliers work beyond your capacity, and do not use pliers to turn nuts. Ah, I hate myself now. And this time, for the general purpose tools, we have clamps and vices. In order to work with the sheet metal during fabrication process, the AMTs use a variety of holding devices such as clamps, vices, and fasteners to hold the work together. Hold up. Let me just adjust the blur on this thing. They hold materials in place when it's not possible to make a tool handle a tool and a workpiece at the same time. A clamp is a fastening device with movable jaws that have opposing, often adjustable side or parts. Can either be temporary or permanent, such as temporary clamps, such as carriage clamps or C clamps, are used to position components while fixing them together. A C clamp is a large C. It has three main parts: a threaded screw, a jaw, and a swivel head. Measured by the dimension of the largest object, crane, the frame can accommodate with the screw fully extended. A C clamp is literally with it's just like a vernier caliper with an adjustable jaw in one side, or two C. A locking C clamp is shaped like a large C with a plier type handle, similarly simple, used for holding lighter materials. A locking C clamp is a locking plier, but with a giant C in the head. Uh, my jaws hurt. Ah, hold up. Dang, my stomach hurts. Vices are another clamping device that holds the workpiece in place and allows work to be done with tools such as saws or drills. Hold up. I think I gotta adjust something. Hello, hello. Mic check. Hello, hello. Mic check. Hello, mic check. Okay. Are another clamping device that holds the workpiece in place. Consists of two fixable or adjustable jaws that are opened or closed by a screw or lever. Size of a vise is measured by both jaw width and the capacity of a vise when the jaws are fully open. Two most commonly used are machinist vise and utility vices. Machinist vices have flat jaws and usually a swivel base, and utility has scored removable jaws and an anvil faced back jaw. Okay. A machinist vice has flat, and the utility vice has jagged edges to grip on stuff. A bench vise normally have replaceable jaws to hold material without slipping and are mounted on a swiveling base. The size of a vise is indicated by the width of the jaws, which normally range from 3.5 inches to 6 inches. And there's a different kind of vise specifically for drill presses, which is a flat bottom with slots allowed to be bolted for to a table to be pressed into the drill press. The English playlist is not working right now. Hold up, let me just switch to the J-pop. Oh hell yeah, this works. So now we're done with the general purpose drill vices, which are the utility vice, which have a jagged edge, a machinist vice, which have flat edges, flat vice grips, and a bench vice, which is usually mounted on a bench and is sized by the width of the jaws itself, which range from 3.5 to 6 inches. And also the drill press, which is mounted usually under a drill press so that you can lock an object on the drill press itself while you operate it without holding the object itself, since it's a spinning blade of death that can cut through steel. But anyways, general purpose tools. Hammer and mallet, hand tools used for striking or pounding objects. Metal head hammers are usually sized according to the weight of the head without the handle. It is necessary to use a soft face hammer which has a striking surface made of either wood, brass, lead, rawhide, hard rubber, or plastic, so that you won't damage the material when striking. Ugh, I think I might need water in a bit. Wow, this is oof. Watashita. Hammer and mallet can be made of wood, brass, lead, rawhide, or hard rubber, plastic. The most commonly used for shaping and striking metals, such as riveting or forming sheet metal, is the ball peen hammer. A straight peen hammer is used for tasks like bending, shaping, or aligning metal. It's straight peen instead of a ball peen. A cross peen is used for starting and setting rivets, as well as for forging and shaping metal itself. A tinner's mallet is used in sheet metal work to avoid marring the metal surface while forming or shaping. And in this case, tinner's mallets are usually indicated with a replaceable mallet head that can not damage the material itself. A riveting hammer is specifically designed for setting rivets, since rivets are pieces of metal that you squish to squish together metal plates. A chipping hammer is used to remove welding slag from a weld and welding spatter from alongside welds. So in this case, when speaking of welding, when you weld material, both the welding you heat up both the flux and the welding material enough that you can start melting one part and the other, forming a bond between two different pieces of metal. And for that bond to properly set, you have to also melt a flux on it, which forms a slag layer on the outside to protect it while cooling down, and so that it won't oxidize as much and become brittle. And that's the use of the chipping hammer. Working is working. All right, I forgot to mention I'm being joined by Project Shay at the moment, which is a say hello. Anyways, no one's probably watching this, but hey, we're continuing on. So, from hammers and mallets, we are now going to move on to the mallet, which is a hammer like tool with a head made of either hickory, rawhide, or rubber, or steel, depending, since there's also a sledgehammer mallet. Oh, wait, what the hell is my boyfriend doing right now? What up? When a metal hammer is too much for a job, your maintenance task may require a mallet because of the surface of the equipment may need a softer touch. A hammer is metal, a mallet is usually softer than metal. In this case, hickory, rawhide, or rubber. A rawhide mallet, a hickory mallet, or rubber mallet. Damn, a friend of mine just called us my insert last name couple when we said we were going. Dang, that actually made me go, oof. Aw, my boyfriend has OJT pain. When we're using a hammer or mallet, choose the one best for a job, ensure the handle is tight. Okay, so we're going back to the hammer review. A mallet is made of either hickory, rawhide, or rubber. The types of hammers are the a type of hammer that is used is either a what was the one for a chipping hammer is used to remove uh welding slag on top layer. A riveting hammer is used for specifically riveting. Uh, a cross peen hammer is usually for bending material, along with the straight peen hammer and a ball peen hammer. Let me just review what I missed because I know I missed something. Oh, a tinner's mallet, since this is mainly, yeah, a tinner's mallet. Now we're done with the hammers, we're going back to the punches. Now we're going to punches. Punches are used to locate centers for drawing circles, to start holes for drilling, or to punch holes in sheet metal, to transfer location of holes into patterns, and to remove damaged rivets, pins, or bolts. There are two types, solid and hollow punches. An auto center punch is used in metalworking and woodworking to mark a center of a hole before drilling, making it easier to start the drill bit accurate. Auto center punch or center punch is literally just one divot hole on the material to start the drill bit to catch instead of making the drill bit dance around the hole itself. A prick punch is used to make small precise marks on a workpiece. The starting punch is used to create a small depression or starting point for a drill bit or nail. The auto center punch and the starting punch are sort of the same
Wait a minute, I was supposed to add a new thing here.
with this specific usage of the auto center punch basically being just press it and then it'll punch itself.
Oh yeah,
A pin punch is used
I
for
forgot
driving
to
out
add this
pins,
one
rivets, or other fasteners from a
in
workpiece.
there.
Since you can
Put it
either
in
drill out
here.
rivets from a hole or you can use a pin punch to knock them out, since rivets are pieces of metal that are hammered into place. An aligning punch is literally an aligning punch, and the center punch is used for marking a center
Yeah,
of a hole or
there it
making a
is.
small indentation in various metals.
Yeah.
And in this case, an auto center punch, a starting punch, and a drift pin are the same. Oh no, the center punch are the same. In this case, drift pins are. Oh no, drift pins are not indicated in here. Hold on, let me just Google that. Temporarily align holes in steel components during construction. Alright. Drift pin and an aligning pin is the same thing. Oh no, it's the Peggies. Let me just play something else because it just works. Don't judge me, I love this song. Jimmy, I'm a superstar. Now we're done with the pinches. A pinch with the punches are the auto center punch. Hold up. The auto center punch, which is used to start holes. The prick punch being used to make small, precise marks on a workpiece. The starting punch, which is used to basically the auto center punch. The pin punch used for driving out. The aligning punch for aligning, and the center punch being for marking the center of a hole or making small indentation in various metals. Whoop. Ah, listen my lips. Listen my lips. Yeah. Ah, that's karma. That's ha ha ha. Whoop. Ah, my lips. I'm gonna get some itch. Get a. Yeah, that's karma. That ha ha ha. Sorry, I'm just better. Sorry, go get us. So general purpose tools. General purpose tools start with wrenches. Most often used in aircraft maintenance are classed as open-ended, box-ended, socket, adjustable, ratcheting, and special wrenches. Most commonly used metals for making wrenches is chrome vanadium steel. Chrome vanadium steel, open-ended box end and socket adjustable ratcheting. Open-ended are solid, non-adjustable wrenches with U-shaped openings on one or both ends, designed to fit on a nut or bolt head or other object, which make it possible to exert a turning action. Box-endeds have closed ring-shaped openings at both ends to provide a more secure grip on fasteners that are likely less to round off bolt heads. A combination wrench is broken loose using a box end, can be backed off or unscrewed more quickly with an open than a box end wrench. So, a combination wrench has one box end and one open ended wrench of the same size or another size. Another option for removing a nut from a bolt is a ratcheting box end wrench, which can be swung back and forth to remove the nut or bolt. A box end and a box end wrench is literally the circle wrench, then open end wrench is the open one, while the ratcheting wrench has those ratchets. And a combination wrench is open on one end and box ended on the other one. Socket wrenches are often used with socket sets to allow the quick interchange of sockets to accommodate different fastener sizes, and sockets with detachable handles usually come in sets and fit several types of handles, such as the T socket, the ratchet socket, the screwdriver grip, or the speed handle. La 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 la. Nó rồi mà cho nó tới son chả này nhai. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, one more chance. Oh, yeah, by my email, for my comment, to be joining. Umara ija, umara ija, mi mira tena a speed handle being a speed handle, you can use the different rotation forces of your both hands to speed up the rotation process of the speed. The T handle is a T handle, of course, to exert more torque on the material. A ratchet handle has ratchets. A hinge handle has it's like a breaker bar. If you know what the idea of a breaker bar is, the breaker bar is a longer piece of a longer piece of bar that attaches to a socket so that uh it would so that more torque is used to try and rotate the socket itself, which utilizes the physics of levers being If one side of the lever has longer range than the fulcrum, then the force exerted on the load is more compared to the force exerted on the I forgot the other side of the lever. Just the load, the effort, and the fulcrum. Yeah, the effort, which is the effort, which is the force that you exert to lift up or twist the load, and then the fulcrum is where the forces interact. Adjustable wrenches have enclosed ring-shaped openings at both ends, provide a more secure grip on fasteners, are less likely to round off bolt heads. The adjustable wrench, or more commonly known in the UK as a spanner, is the one with the circle furly thing that widens or tightens. Special wrenches are specially designed wrenches for specific uses, which include the crowfoot, the flare nut, the spanner, and torque and Allen wrenches. Allen wrenches are basically the hexagonal keys. The crowfoot is a different type. Is a special wrench designed to access different difficult parts in specific areas, while the flare nut is more used for tightening bolts that are intertwined with the wire or a cable so that you don't have to turn the box end wrench a lot compared to just twisting it by hand. All right. Ugh. Allen wrenches can range in a size from 3/64 of an inch to half an inch. Chiki chiki ban ban chiki ban ban daki daki mini da kibini kiri kiri baka tskimi da hasha sasamoka umara mara pini da da pini nata. Hello Pastel, welcome to the stream. Mateo, how's your evening going on? I am Horokiwi Burb doing midterm studying because I'm about to die. Oh wait, Bobo. Wait lang. There we go, it's working. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great evening, no? The pains of an aircraft mechanic at the moment. Strap wrenches are a flexible strap made of fabric and often covered with plastic to grip the part, and the strap conforms to the part's shape without causing damage or leaving marks, making it the ideal tool for aircraft maintenance. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're doing fine, P. I hope you're having a great evening. So, an impact driver. What the hell? Did it just repeat itself? Alright, there we go. Impact drivers used to break loose nuts and screws that have been corroded or rusted to the extent that an ordinary socket or screwdriver cannot budge them. In this case, impact drivers are literally what the name implies. You use a hammer to. It's a bit hard to explain actually. Hold up. Let me just find and explode the diagram. Yeah, I can't find anything. Everything's electric now. Anyways, torque wrenches are used to apply a specific amount of torque to fasteners. It ensures that fasteners are tightened to the manufacturer's recommended torque settings, which is crucial in applications where precise torque is required. A calibrated torque wrench is a precision tool consisting of a torque indicating handle and appropriate adapter or attachments. And in this case, not put in the PVT itself, torque wrenches can vary in units of torque applied to the material, either by foot pounds, or you could convert that foot pounds into inch pounds and all that, foot pounds or newtons, which in this case, a newton is also um, mass of an object times the gravitational constant of 9.81 meters per second, and then that equates to 1 newton. Oh, Jesus Christ. Commonly used torque wrenches include the deflecting beam type, the micrometer type, the dial indicating type, and the electronic setting type. A deflecting beam and dial indicating type, when using these torque wrenches, the torque is read visually on a dial or scale mounted on the handle of the wrench. In this case, the deflecting beam is a bit complex, and I don't want to learn that since it's not really used anymore. Since we have the micrometer click type, the dial indicating type, or the electronic type. Hold up. Let me just check the drama going on in GC. Anyways, a micrometer wrench is preset to a desired value, and when this type of torque is reached, the operator notices a sharp impulse or a breakaway click. In this case, that is what we are usually using in our aviation school. So we did try out clicking, forcing it. One click, two click, and you're done. You're set your torque. I do not understand my molars at the moment. Oh my god. Oh. I understand things now. Oh my god, Min Min, welcome to the stream. Oh, wait, where's she? Oh, wait, Shay disappeared. Alright, then we're gonna be doing this solo then. Min Min, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day, no? So at Min Min Shuki. Ay na. Tagal mo na nang wala nagpapakita. Anyways, we're gonna be continuing on with the studying moment muna, no? So now we're done with the socket wrenches, which are studying real. Ay na, first year kami pero parang third year na kami. I love it. A general purpose tool of wrenches, which are open and box and socket adjustable ratcheting and special wrenches, which is usually made of chrome vanadium steel. Open-endeds are open, box-ended are closed. Combination wrenches are a mix of open and closed with either the same or the different sizing per side. And a ratcheting box end wrench, which is, yes, it ratchets, which is literally the idea. Oh wait, hello.
The dingus has closed the Discord.
I was wondering why you disappeared.
No, it didn't.
All right, I'm gonna go mute because I'm studying really loud right now.
Wow, studying loud.
Yes, studying. Do you want to listen? I'm kidding.
No.
I was just talking about torque wrenches.
Okay.
Anyways, torque wrenches. No. Box and wrench, open end wrench, and a
Oh,
combination wrench. The socket wrenches are used with socket sets.
studying.
So, socket sets
Uh,
allow for the quick interchange of sockets to accommodate different fastener sizes. Sockets with detachable heads usually come in sets to fill the several gaps of handles, such as a T handle, a ratchet handle, a screwdriver grip, or a speed handle. And in this case, a speed handle is literally just speed. A T handle lets you operate the socket with more torque, and yada yada yada. And adjustable wrenches are
Oh
usually
Jesus.
spanners.
Okay.
And special wrenches are either crowfoot, the flare nut, the hook spanner, or the Allen wrench. The flare nut being to attach cables and routings, and then makes your life entirely easier since you don't have to find a special. You don't need to make yourself orient and actually twist outside the line. And the crowfoot is anyways, basta crowfoot, flare nut, or Allen key, which is the hexagonal nut, which can range from the size of 3/64 of an inch to half an inch. And the strap wrench is a strap wrench is literally, yes, strap wrench. I was wondering if it was Bocchi the Rock. Man, an impact driver is a different type of socket tool, and in this case, it applies more torque to break off corroded or too rusted too rusted of a bolt free. I'm gonna take a break at 12 p.m., not 12 a.m., and then just review and just continue it about 3 minutes afterwards. And then a torque wrench specifically applies specific torque to what you set it at, so that it does not. Oops, sorry about that. I know that made some noise. Just set the fastener at a specific torque rating, so that the fastener does not break off or is too tight that it can damage the threads of the fastener itself. Now we're back to cutting tools and power tools. Now, if you guys are wondering why the screen is a bit blurred, it's because I don't really want to show my school name yet, because I might get problematic. But anyways, cutting tools, hand and power. So powered and non-powered metal cutting tools are available to aviation AMTs, including various types, which include nibblers. Hold up. Nibblers, saws, shears, sanders, notchers, and grinders. Both handheld and power tools and larger shop-based power tools are used in aviation maintenance. In general, power tools are either electrically powered or pneumatically powered. In this case, in aviation, it is much more preferred to have pneumatically powered, since it is more torque, more speed without the cost of potential sparking due to electrical tools. And in this case, we start with the hand snips. There are different kind of hand snips, which are straight snips, a curved snip, a hawksbill, and aviation snips, and also tin snips, which are a different kind of snips. Straight snips are used for cutting straight lines, have sharpened to an 85-degree angle, and sizes ranging from 6 to 14 inches. They can cut aluminum up to 1/16 of an inch, so basically very thick, very thin. About, since it's indicated as 1/16 of an inch, I think I do have a micrometer here, or an inch ruler to actually familiarize myself with. Never mind, I lost it. Can be used for straight cutting and large curves, but in aviation, snips are better for cutting circles or arcs. And in this case, aviation snips are specially designed for cutting heat-treated aluminum alloy and stainless steel, and are also adaptable for enlarging small holes. Are available in two types, which cut from right to left, and those that cut from left to right. What the hell is happening? Okay, that's a lot of drama, but anyways. Aviation snips are used to cut holes, curve parts, or round patches and doublers. Are color coded to specifically indicate how it can cut. In this case, yellow is straight, green is right curved, and red is left curved. And since aviation is very labeled and specific, there is a specific code for specific aviation snips. And in this case, the right cutting bit, the right cutting aviation snip is codenamed SBA C0225, and the yellow one is SBA C0325, and the red cutting bit is coded SBA SBAC 0125. In this case, it's either 1, 2, or 3. 0. Ugh. And now we're done with the aviation cutting tools. In this case, we have the aviation snips, the tin snips, and the straight snips, which is nips but different. But anyways, cutting tools, hand and power, blades are made of high grade tool steel or tungsten steel that are available in sizes from 6 to 16 inches in length, which in this case in aviation, a 10-inch blade is most commonly used. Selection for the best blade of the job includes finding the right type and pitch, and indicated are all hard blade is best for sawing brass, tool steel, cast iron, and heavy cross-section materials, and a flexible blade is often best for sawing hollow shapes and metals having a thin cross-section. All hard blade best for hard material, flexible blade best for hollow and soft material. A pitch of a blade indicates the number of teeth per inches, which are indicated as 14, 18, 24, and 30, 32 teeth per inch are available. In the 14 teeth per inch category, there are used for cutting machine steel, cold rolled steel, or structural steel. The 18 TPI is used for solid stock aluminum, bearing metal, tool steel, and cast iron. In this case, bearing metal is indicated as the surface material, the material used for gliding surfaces, and in this case is usually lubricated so that both surfaces can roll perfectly in front of each other without having with the least and the minimal friction so that it won't be damaged. 24 TPI blades are used for cutting thick walled tubing, pipes, brass, copper, channel, and angle iron, while the 32 TPI is used for cutting thin walled tubing and sheet metal. Speaking of the bunch of TPI, in this case, the correlation of 32 teeth per inch, the more teeth you have, the more cutting action that you have, but at the cost of durability. And in this case, since the material is very thick, it'll eat up the blades more compared to a thick, more teeth per inch material, which is imagine 14. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for the safety, when using the hacksaw, select the right blade, assemble the blade, and adjust tension. In this case, you can select the right blade by yourself and also select the right blade handling. The blade handles, since there are two types of blade handles, there is the straight handle or the pistol grip. In this case, the straight handle is basically lying perpendicular. The the straight handle is lying perpendicular to the blade surface itself, while the pistol grip is you're like gripping a pistol. It's upright. The most common one. Now we're done with the saws. We are now going over to the chisels. Chisel is a hard steel cutting tool that can be used for cutting and chipping away metal softer than the chisel itself. Indicated here, chisel is used for cutting softer metal than the chisel itself, which is usually, a hard steel cutting tool. When using a chisel, hold it firmly in one hand while with the other hand strike at the chisel head squarely with a ball peen hammer. In this case, ball peen. A cape chisel is used to cut square corners or what the hell is this? Basta. Cape chisel is shaped like a cape. A round nose is shaped like a pencil, and the diamond cut is you get the idea. Ang ina may nagbebe time sa GC. Anyways, files are used to shape metal by cutting and abrasion. Files have five distinct properties: the length, the contour, the form and cross section, the kind of teeth, and the fineness of the teeth. I'm not used to talking a lot now. Wow.
What? You're yapping it?
I'm
You?
Yeah, I know. I'm not used to yapping anymore. I hate it.
What? Bro, just be yourself.
I know. I'm trying to yap a lot, but my tongue hurts. It's the
What?
first time it's happening.
That's weird.
I
I
know.
I always took you for the ultra yapper in real life, which you kind of are,
I
because
really am. I don't know. I think this
then
is
what
just
the
tiring. I think I'm just tired. Why am I tired? All right, I'm in college. Of course, I'm always tired. Anyways, I'll go mute myself a bit. So files have different length, contours, the form and cross section, and the kind of teeth they have. Minayo igadokuson. Toko na koko ni iyo te koto de aredamonai koreturanai. Files are usually set in two cuts. A single cut has a single row of teeth extending across the face at an angle of 65 to 85 degrees within the length of the file. And in this case, it can be also said that a double cut is two rows of teeth that cross each other. So imagine a single cut being a perpendicular cuts the entire length of the file itself, while a double cut is crisscrossing pattern between the two of them. Files and rasps are cataloged in three ways. It's either the length, the shape, and the cut. Most commonly used files are hand files, mill files, and square files. Hand files are usually double cut and used for finishing flat surfaces and similar work. Mill files are used for draw filing, and to some extent filing soft metals. Square files are double cut, used for filing slots and key seats, and for surface filing. Jesus. In addition to the Tito Alan, welcome to the stream. I'm slowly dying here. Let me just give you an SO. Alan Tots. Good evening, P. I'm studying. Yay. So I hope you guys enjoy this stream. This is gonna be very weird, and I'm also very tired for some reason, even though I slept the entire day. Ha ha ha. Midterms are pain. But anyways, most commonly used files. The most commonly used file is a round or rat tail. Files are usually either single cut or double cut and used for filing circular openings or concave surfaces. Triangular files and three square files are single cut, used for filing the gullet between saw teeth. The three square files are single cut and may be used for filing internal angles and clearing out corners, and filing taps and cutters. But additional to the most commonly used files are half round files, which are basically, as the name suggests, and are either single cut or double cut, with their shape that permits them to be used where the other files would be unsatisfactory. Lead float files are single cuts and used on soft metals. Warding files are used for narrow space filing where other files cannot be used, which actually I'm kind of interested in this. Warding file. Oh, okay. I think I've seen this. It's the file that tapers down. And in addition to the most commonly used files are either Knife files used by tool and die makers on work having acute angles, and wood files, which is you get the idea. Vixen files are designed for rapid filing and smooth finishing on soft metals and wood, which are either regular cut, fine cut, and smooth cut. The regular cut being working on cast iron, soft steel, copper, brass, aluminum, wood, slate, marble, fiber, rubber, and so forth. While fine cut is excellent results on steel, cast iron, phosphor, bronze, white brass, and all harder metals. Fine cut, harder metals. Regular cut for anything. Smooth cut is used. The amount of material to be removed is very slight. So basically, finishing. Wala, na finish na. Finish na ang utak ko. Ah, the human ko. Ah, my wisdom tooth is doing something again. Damn it. And these are the examples of files. The following methods are recommended for use during for using files are either the cross filing, the draw filing, the rounding corners, or removing bird or slivered edges. Careful files are choose the right file for the right work. Keep all files racked and separated so they do not wear against each other. Keep files in dry place. Rust will corrode on the teeth points during dulling the file. So basically, if the file is corroded, it is fucked. And keep files clean with the file card. A file card is basically a steel wool brush for your files. After that, we are on to the cutting materials, which is jigsaws, used for cutting a variety of materials in curved or irregular shapes. Most commonly used in woodworking to cut curves, notches, or intricate patterns in wooden boards, or metalworking that can be used to cut metal sheets, pipes, or tubing. The deburring tool is used to remove a burr from the edge of a sheet or to deburr a hole. And the belt sander is a belt sander. Yes. That's PPT 1 done. Now we're back to PPT number 2, which is drilling. And I think I'm going to take a short break. About 5 minutes. Oh, God. Hold up, I'm gonna do something stupid. Let me check if this still works. I am very sorry for this. Oh, I don't think it works anymore. Yeah, my redeems aren't working. Pain. Yeah, my redeems aren't working anymore. It's fine. But anyways, 言葉が流れる大工事その中もためる見つめる君次元の歌いだって準備は Hold up. Luca, Luca, Night is Fever. Goku ni iru kara. Alright, I think the 5 minute break is done. We're gonna be continuing on with drilling. Hold up, never mind. I think, yeah, no, there's something wrong with my tooth at the moment. Let me just deal with it. Yeah, no, my tooth is annoying. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Back to drilling. Drilling holes is a common operation in aircraft repair shop, while a small portable power drill is usually the most practical tool. Sometimes a drill press may prove better to be used. A portable power drill is operated either electric, electrically or compressed air. And compressed air is usually called pneumatic drill motors, recommended for use on repairs on ground and flammable materials. Because compressed air does not generate sparks. And uh, the difference between the electrically powered motors are its risk of equipment damage due to the fact that electric motors are fairly open and can get can get debris up in the motor brushes, which will impact the use of the drill itself, which will basically damage it. Sort of pneumatic drill motors, most common drill type of motor for aircraft repair work, lightweight and sufficient power and good speed control, which I actually did experience, and it's surprisingly very light and very powerful for how it's so light. Most drill rotors used for aircraft sheet metal work are rated at 3,000 revolutions per minute. What the fuck? Why is my friend playing Counter Strike at 12 a.m.? Anyways, don't worry about it. He has class tomorrow. Why is he playing at this hour? For drilling, there are right angle and 45-degree drill motors used for positions that are not accessible with a pistol grip motor. Most right angle drill motors use threaded drill bits in various lengths. Heavy duty right drill angles have chucks similar to the pistol grip motor, and these are examples of a right angle and a pistol grip. Two-hole drill motors are used for installing nut plates. Drills two holes at the same time to ensure fixed distance alignment with the holes in the nut plate, which is actually very impressive that it can drill at two holes at the same time. Extension drill bits are used for drilling in hard to reach places, ranges from 6 to 12 inches in length. high speed with spring tempered shanks. Features notched points to reduce end thrust. When using drill bits, use the shortest bit for better control. Short for when possible. Ensure the drill bit is straight and support bits smaller than 1/4 of an inch with a guard to prevent whipping. Let me just watch me whip. Ha. Anyways, straight extension made from a piece of drill rod used to extend the reach of the drill is attached by shrink fitting, brazing, or soldering. Angle adapters attached to the drills for inaccessible hole locations. Extended shank connects to the drill chuck, requires two-hand operation for stability. In this case, since it's an angle adapter, you still have the drill motor. It only just translates the rotation of the drill motor to another uh drill head in this case. With the difference of that being a snake attachment, a flexible extension for drilling in tight spaces. And in this case, the control is transferred to the new head of the snake. Basically, control is transferred from the drill motor itself to the snake attachment. The drill motor is still there, turning, but you can stop it from the snake head itself. And a drill press, a precision machine for drilling holes that require a higher degree of accuracy and is basically what it sounds like, a drill press. You can press it down. When using a drill press, adjust table height, properly position part on table, clamp part securely, drill beneath this point of the drill, and ensure the part is clamped before drilling. How long have I been streaming? How long have I been studying? It's been an hour. We're gonna stop at 1 hour 30, I guess. The types of drill bits are high speed steel, step drill bits, or cobalt alloy and twist drill bits. Hold up, what's happening on the GC again? Yuck. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Anyways, cobalt alloy drill bits are designed for hard metals like CRES or CRES or corrosion resistant steel and titanium. It is not suitable for aluminum alloys for, of course, the reason that it's not built for it, and in this case, since cobalt. Da, 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 kimi. Anyways, twist drill bits are used for originating and enlarging holes, most popular type with spiral grooves and available in either single, two, three, or four fluted style. And this is the example of it. HSS, a cobalt alloy drill bit, which is does look like cobalt alloys, and a step drill bit. In this case, the step drill bit is a cone shaped like thing that has different steps to it that has different hole diameters so that you can just slowly boom boom boom. And in this case, there's a diagram of the part of a drill bit. The tang, the shank, which is usually where you the tang and the shank are where you usually grip the drill chuck onto. The body is the entire length of the cutting edge, the cutting point of the drill bit itself. The point being the point of the drill bit. Of course, the body clearance is usually how wide the drill bit can cut. The flutes are the grooves inside of the drill bit itself that allow the flow of the cut debris, or basically where it can chuck out all the cut material, and the land, which is, yeah. Drill bit sizing are grouped by three size standards: a number, a letter, or a fractional. So in this case, a types of hand drill bit uses holes up to 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and for electric and pneumatic power drills, they are available in various shapes and sizes, and this is the entire chart of it. But you don't need to memorize it, due to the fact that even aviation maintenance schools don't need to memorize this, because there are charts for this. And like, if you memorize this, then good for you. But at the same time, no, you're better off memorizing different stuff. Precision hole location. Accurate punch marks ensure precise holes location, and punch marks could be about the width of the drill bit's chisel edge. Proper punch mark size prevents wandering and material deformation. Yes. In this case, for the drilling technique, you do not use the exact hole size as much as you can. You always go one size smaller and then build up from there for a pilot hole. Drill stops. Spring drill bit stops prevent excessive penetration and surface damage, which is usually made from tubing, fiber rod, or a hard rubber. A drill bushing is in aid holding the drill perpendicular to the part, which are these are examples. Drill stop is literally a stop for how deep it can go, and the drill bushing is how wide it can cut. Hold up. Yeah, no, my actual my actual wisdom tooth is exploding and I hate it. Date toshio no nai koto bakari janai na koto de iru. Bending and forming tools. Sheet metal forming techniques date back to blacksmithing era. And in this case, modern aviation technicians use various powered and manual tools for precise sheet metal bending and shaping. Tools include bar folders, press brakes, slip roll formers, piccolo formers, shrinking and stretching tools, form blocks, and specialized hammers. Ira? God, I'm almost at the 30-minute mark. 1 hour, 30 minutes of studying is not going to be enough. Probably continue off tomorrow for about more study sessions. Cold forming is shaping the metal at room temperature, eliminating the need for any heat treatment. May experience springback, slight return to its original shape. Since it's cold forged, there is already stresses in the material itself, and once you stress it more, it sometimes goes back to the original shape, or attempts to, and that is what we call springback. So in this case, annealing makes the metal softer and more pliable for forming small radii or compound curvatures, and annealing is the act of rapidly heating the material and letting it cool normally, so that the material inside is not as hardened and not as stressed. And for using stretching materials, cornice breaks are used for turning or bending sheet metal edges, and allows for folding and forming without obstruction. Clamping bar secures the sheet, bending leaf adjusted to desired angle, then bending capacity determined by manufacturer, usually 12 to 22 gauge sheet metal, or 3 to 12 feet in bending length. Springback is considered an angle adjustment for desired belt, and this is what a cornice break looks like. It has both a bending leaf and a roller. We actually have this in school, but it's old as fuck and is actually having some issues at the moment. A second I need. Oh, no, no, DJ, get that and I. Oh, Dana. Ah, god damn it, mate. My tooth hurts right now. This is an annoying piece of shit. Press brake is used for more industrial applications since I'm not in industrial industry. Well, I am, but yeah, anyways. Shrinking tools are used to compress metals and increase its thickness. Stretching tools are the reverse, and stretch forming is stretching while forming the material. Spin forming makes the material spin around fast and then you form it, just like stress forming. English wheel, yada yada yada, hand operating stretcher. Yeah, I think I'm just good with this. The lubrication equipment, the grease and zerks. Yeah, I'm good with this. And I think that will be it for tonight since I'm also getting sleepy. We will be continuing it tomorrow because, yes, I'm gonna do this more randomly now. But, anyways, we're gonna be rating Shay because since Shay's here and doing work, we're gonna be passing them off here. So, I hope everyone had fun, even though it was a very short stream, which is, to be frank, a bit more for my betterment since now I can listen to myself talk about this topic. But anyways, I hope everyone had a great time hanging out here and yeah, we are signing off for tonight. Have a great evening everyone. Yeah, we're going to be doing a stream tomorrow. So, yeah, I hope everyone will show up tomorrow, I guess, in the morning. Tomorrow again. Aw.